Everyone, it's Maria here from Pepperly Rose Paper Crafting. I'm from Sydney, Australia. Welcome and thank you so much for stopping by. Today we are going to do a punch art little cute box like this that opens from the side, and it's a 2x2 cube box that we're going to be making today. But it stands up, it's super cute. I did this as a video earlier and I completely stuffed it up, made lots of mistakes, but I have learned from them and I'll be now doing this video again so that it can be, you know, more smooth sailing and less confusing. So we'll get started on this straight away. So these are the punches we're going to be using. This one's a retired punch. This is, I think, the Santa Builder punch that was out a couple of years ago, and that retired, but I still have it in my collection. So if, whatever Santa hat you may have, you can use it or you can omit it. It's up to you. You'll need the sprig punch, the leaf punch. I've got a 1 1/4 inch circle punch. I think that's retired as well from memory from Stampin' Up. I don't remember. But anyway, we're going to make this project. Now, I used my last scrap piece of the soft suede, which is a beautiful colour, but I don't have any of that left. So we're going to go for crumb cake instead for this one. Alright, so we'll go through things in more detail as we go along. So we'll grab our scoring tool. Okay. And we're going to be scoring, as I said, this is 7 inches by 8.5. So on the 8.5 inch side, we're going to score at 2, 4, oops, I'm not good with the scoring today, 2, 4, 6, and 8. Then on the 7 inch side, let's make sure it's 2 inches, yep. On the 7 inch side, we're going to score at half, 2.5. So that's 2.5, 4.5, and 6.5. So you have like a little 1/2 inch there and down the bottom here. Now, we're going to keep this with like the first 2 inch circle going this way. Yep. So we'll go this way on the 8.5 inch side with the 2 that way and that 1, that 1/2 inch there on that side. Okay. So, excuse me. What we will need to do is we need to do a partial score up until that middle 2 inch line. So you'll need to score at 1.5. And I'll turn that over again up until that score line in the middle there. So as you can see, you'll have 2 there. Okay. Then on this side here again, you're going to score at 4.5, just underneath that middle part there. And again, partial score at 4.5 there. Okay, so that's all the scoring you'll need to do, and then we're going to do lots of trimming. So I'll just grab my scissors, if I can find them. This has gone a bit much. Oh, there it is. Alright, so what you'll end up with is a template that looks like, oops, like that. Okay? So we're going to do a bit of scoring and a bit of cutting, and hopefully this will make sense. Alright, so with that 2 inch score line there, we're going to go down, and then we're going to cut up like that. Going to cut up to that score line there, and then cut down the middle, right, that like that there. Okay, so it looks like this. Now, if you did a silly score line like I have, you can flatten it out with a bone folder if you wish, and it just makes it a bit flatter. Okay, and that just makes it a bit flatter and not as noticeable. So that's a little trick. All right. And then what we're going to do is we're going to cut up to that other mark there, up to that score line there. So we cut up this one. Like that. And then we do this one like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to cut off that rest of it up from down the bottom with that 1/2 inch on the edge. All the way up. Just get my scissors in there. My fingers and my hands are not working well today. I don't know why. And then we just cut all the way up. To that bit there. Okay. So, as you can see, we've got these tiny little squares on either side. So we're going to cut those off. So these will be our little tabs that will make our box come together. Let's go up like that, cut like that. And like that. So now you have this looking like that. Now, with these tabs, we're going to cut up here and here on both sides. And then like that. So now they look like this. Okay. Then we're going to trim, miter those flaps in on both of those sides. So we'll miter that one in. And then we'll do the same here. And again, like that. Like that as well. So now you've ended up with a template that looks like that. So it's the same as this one. All right, now with our 1 1/4 inch circle punch, we're going to cut a little thumb notch there so it makes it easy when we open our box. So we'll just line this up as accurately as possible so that it's kind of in the middle. And then we're going to just do a quick little punch just right in the middle there. Oops, now I've misaligned it again, but I'll do my best to make sure it's aligned well. Okay, and that's kind of in the middle. We did okay with that. All right, so now we'll just grab our bone folder and we will fold and burnish on all of those score lines. And we'll put down all those flaps. Now, with this bit over here, I'm going to get my trio punch and I'm going to use the corner rounder part, and I'm just going to corner round the corners of that. So now it looks like that. Okay, so what we shall do is we're going to add glue on these two flaps over here and here, and I'm going to use liquid glue because it gives me that time to have some wiggle room in case I make a mistake and I can pull this off. And you can also use, you know, score tape, tear and tape, whatever you've got on hand. So I'm just using what I have on hand to make this cute little box. So pull up the walls like that. So that's one side done. See? And then we'll do this side here. So now we can just grab our bone folder and we can just Just press on those flaps inside. And now we have a beautiful let's make sure it comes in. Just see, that's why I like liquid glue. It gives me time. I didn't adhere it properly because I kind of rushed it a bit. Now, I didn't trim to the corner very well, so I'm just going to fix that up. That's much better now. So now I can fold in my box. So it looks like that. So it's a nice cube 2x2 square box. Now, to decorate the front of this box, let's make sure you stick it down well. Okay, now to decorate this box like that, you will need your pieces of cardstock that I've done before. Where are they? Oh, my desk is so messy and I had just cut them up and to have them ready. So that's Whisper White, which we'll need very soon. Here they are. Okay, so these are 2 by 2.5. So you'll need 2 of those. Okay, and what we will do with that is we're going to use our punch and we're going to line this up in the middle and we're going to cut like just up to about there. Okay, so this will become our legs of this, the front and the back of this reindeer. So that kind of looks like legs, and we'll do the same here. So I'll just, yeah, line that up. So this will be on our front, okay, and the back of the box. And we'll have that opening on the side. So you can use this as like a table favour. So we won't adhere them just yet. With this one here, what we're going to do is we're going to get some early espresso cardstock and we are going to cut the like antlers using the twig punch. So we have some antlers going there. So we'll just stick that down along the bottom there. So it kind of looks a bit quirky because they're not 100% even, but that's what I like about it. It doesn't have to be even. It's kind of like a quirky looking antlers. I think they're cute. Then with the same coloured cardstock there, what we're going to grab from our scraps is our leaf punch, and we're going to cut out the leaves. Whoops. No, that's too short. Just use this one. So you just use the offcuts. So nothing goes to waste really. We'll cut 2 of those. Okay, so that's that. So we're going to make these into ears. So what I want to do is I want to cut off the excess leaves. So we'll just cut them off like that and like that. So you have one ear, which you'll stick behind. And it's good to keep the stem, that way it's easy for you to... And what we're going to do with this one is we're going to just turn it over. So we're going to cut there and there. And we're going to stick these at the back like that. So let's just... And I'll stick it just a little bit up there as well. So I've just put glue just a little bit further up from the stem. That way just gives it stability as well. So it looks like that. Okay. So we'll do the same on that side as well. Okay, and then we'll stick that behind. So it's not like a 100% unique idea, but I like, if I see something I like and I can try and make it myself, I will do so. You know, it's kind of cute. All right. So that's the ears and the antlers all done. Then I'm going to use my 2 by 2 inch square, very vanilla cardstock. And I'm going to grab my largest die. And we're going to go halfway up that there. I'm going to secure that down with some painter's tape. And we're going to run that through the Big Shot, and we will make like the eye area. So I'll just grab my Big Shot. Just grab my... Okay, and we're going to cut that off. Make sure that it's all together. Okay, so now it looks like that. Really cute. We're going to keep our Big Shot out. Okay. Then with the same die, we're going to cut like that. And we're going to leave a section halfway so it goes like this. So basically you're not going to cut it all the way down. We're going to put our top cutting plate so it makes an edge like that. Okay, so I'll do that now because it can't be seen on this very easily because of the way this is all angled. So I'll just grab my cutting plate and you'll see it as it goes through. Okay, can you see that? The cutting plate is now kind of in the middle there. So make sure that's straight, otherwise it turns out silly. Okay, then go like that. Okay. And bring that painter's tape there. So it looks like that. And then we'll do the same again on this side. And then we'll do the same again where we put the cutting plate halfway, like that. Okay. So now you will see that this is now cut. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to fold that down and then I'm going to trim that off with some scissors. And I'll do that quickly because we'll still need the Big Shot. So I'll just trim that off. Okay, so that looks like that roughly, okay? Doesn't look very even, does it? So I'll just give it a bit of a trim. So it looks a bit more even, like that. Okay, then with this piece of cardstock that I had here earlier, what I'm going to do is, that's from that 2-inch piece, I'm going to cut like a belly so it looks like this from the bottom, like that. So this will be like the tummy of the reindeer. So painter's tape again, secure that down, and then that way you don't have any issues with it moving. But make sure you have it nice and even. Right. And even if it's not even, it's kind of cute and quirky, so it doesn't matter. Okay. That's it with the die cuts. All right. And there we have a straight piece there. That will look like the tummy. So we have our eyes area, our face, and then the tummy, which will go down here. Okay, so this is cute. So when I saw this box from Lawn Fawn, I nearly died. I thought it was the most adorable thing. Loved it. Okay, so now with our other equipment here, what we will need is our trio punch. I'm going to get some black cardstock and we're going to cut out 3 of those circles. So I'll try and cut 2 out of this little piece here. Just maximise my cardstock. And I don't think it'll go in. And it did. Yay. Oops. So that's 1. That's 1. 2. Oh, that didn't turn out well. We'll just get this piece now. That's 2. And then 1 more. Oops, where did it go? I'll do another one. It kind of fell and then it got camouflaged with what I'm wearing, which is black, so you can't see. All right, then we're going to get a piece of Blushing Bride and we're going to cut out 2 of these. These are going to be the cheeks. 1 and... do it again. Fell down, can't bother to pick it up, so I'll do another one. There we go. Oops, that's 2. With a piece of Whisper White, we're going to cut out the trim of the Santa's hat. And then I've got some some red glitter cardstock, and I'm going to use that again to cut out a nose. And hopefully we have enough for the Santa's hat with this. Okay, it's slightly short, but it doesn't matter. We're going to be sticking this bit on the end anyway, so you won't be able to see it. So that's okay. It worked out just perfect. All right, so let's just stick all of these little elements together. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue just on the edge here of this little Santa's hat. Like that. Cute. Then I'm just going to grab my pick-me-up, so just bear with me for one moment. Just got my pick-me-up, and what I'm going to do first off is I'm going to add the tummy. So I'll just get my tweezers, just add some glue down the bottom. Just here, so it looks like we've got a tummy, like that. Then we're going to add our little face right there, and we'll just position things so that kind of look nice. Put the Santa's hat there like that. So now we can stick that down with some liquid glue. Okay, then we'll add our little Santa's hat. So I'll just add glue on the trim part of it. Just stick that down. So it looks like that. Then I'll add some glue of where I want the eyes. So first off, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay out where I want my my bits and pieces to go. So it doesn't matter if it's not like 100%, you know, perfect. This is just to get an idea of where you want things to go. So how about we use that, huh? And then that's the mouth down here. So I think that looks cute. So what I'll do is I will add glue. Okay. Add some glue here. Add some glue there underneath the eyes to make the cheeks. That's with Blushing Bride. And the mouth, which we'll have here. Now you can make this look extra cute by adding some shading. So, but I'm going to leave mine blank only because of the time constraints for this video. I don't want it to go on for too long. But what we're going to do is we're going to get our box that we've just made, and we're going to stick this to the front of the box like that. So we'll just add some glue on the side panel here. So we have that panel, that thumb notch sticking to your left. So I'll just do that. So that's the front there. Then we'll stick the back. Stick that now to the back. Got your two flaps there, and it looks like that. Bear with me for 1 second. Actually, I'm going to do some shading just to make it look a little bit better. Just bear with me for 1 second. Just grab some crumb cake ink, and I've got my sponge dauber here with crumb cake. So I dedicate 1 sponge dauber per colour, and I put them in a little, you know, organiser like this. So what I'm going to do now is just going to add some feet. So I'm just going to shade it on like that. I think that's cute like that. Just make it a little bit darker. Okay, and then I'll do the same on the other side. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is just sponge the sides like that. Do the same on the front. Just very carefully on the front. We don't want to wreck our decorations there. Like that. Oh, it's amazing what shading does, isn't it? All right, now with our ears, that's fallen off, so I'll have to look into that in a minute. But we'll just shade the ears just around there, and then we'll do the same on this side. So it looks like that. Cute. So that's it with our crumb cake ink and with our sponge dauber. And I'll have to stick that bit down again. So because I added it too close to the edge, it didn't adhere down well. And I know it's glitter, but this particular glitter cardstock that I have is not a Stampin' Up one, it's another one. And it actually, you know, with liquid glue, it actually adheres quite well. So that's why I'm using it, in case you're wondering and you're thinking, no, you shouldn't be using it. It's okay. It works well, except for today I put it too close to the edge and there wasn't enough to keep it on. So there's a lot more area that I've used at the back, so that's adhered very well now. So that's my little box for today. I really love the way this cute little thing turned out. Isn't that cute? And the shading really makes it come to life. I quite like that. So I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. And here's the other one that I made. Oh yeah, I forgot the tail. We can't forget the tail. So we just grab one of those leaves that we cut off before, and we give it a trim. I forgot about that. Jeez. Let's trim that off. And we grab our sponge dauber again with the crumb cake on it. You don't even need to ink it up again because there's quite a bit of ink on mine anyway, so you can still use it. So I'm just using that now to shade the tail at the back and then put that there like that. So I'll just add some glue, and I'll only glue it around the bottom there so that we can stick the tail up a bit as well. So I'll just kind of manipulate that with my fingers, kind of like a leaf. Well, it is a leaf, but this is going to be the tail now. So we'll just put some glue just on the bottom there, and we're going to stick that right here in the middle of the box. And there we have it. That's my finished box for today. As I said, I've made mistakes with this one. Lots of mistakes, glue marks, all sorts of things. But I just streamlined this video, so it turned out much better. But let me know what you think. I quite like this one. The crumb cake one's my favourite. But let me know your thoughts. I hope you like this cute little reindeer box. And as I said, not a unique idea. I got this from Lawn Fawn with their cute little critter boxes. And yeah, you can make these into any animals you like too. So, but this is using punches and dies and things. So it's a very versatile way of doing things. Anyway, I thought it was really cute. Let me know your thoughts. I hope you like this video. If you haven't already liked, subscribed and shared, please do so. I would love for this, for you to enjoy it, and please hit the notification bell button and you can get notified every time I upload a video to YouTube. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I hope you like it, and how cute it stands up. I love this box. It's such a cute idea. I thought I had to make it too. Hope you liked this video today, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.